Do you want to learn how to make a poultry fold like this one? How to make a beautiful scarf like this? And how to score 60 out of 60 in your neck project? Then this video is for you. This paper has two parts, agriculture 30 marks and home science 30 marks. So agriculture is about construction of a poultry fold to support food security and youth livelihoods. So first thing first, what is a poultry fold? So a poultry fold is a portable enclosure or shelter used to keep poultry birds such as chickens, ducks, or turkeys. So the picture is here of what we call a poultry fold. So task 1, agriculture. So the questions are here. A, list the tools, equipment, and materials required to construct the poultry fold, 5 marks. But B, describe the procedure for constructing the poultry fold, 8 marks. But C, in a group of 2 to 5 members, present to the group how you have planned to construct the poultry fold, 4 marks. But D, in a group, discuss the presentation made and agree on how to get materials, tools, and equipments, and write a refined procedure for constructing the poultry fold. Then finally, in a group, assemble the materials, tools, equipment, and construct the poultry fold, 8 marks. So we're going to start with the materials. So tools, equipments, and material used. Here we have the materials. So we need timber, 2x2, 1x2, or 1x3. Kazi yake ni for the frame, making post, making the base, and structural support. We also need plywood. This one is for the enclosed nesting, box and side panels. You need the following things also. You need wire mesh for ventilation and keeping the poultry secure. You need corrugated roofing sheets, mabati, for the roof to protect poultry from rain and sun. You also need the following things. We need eye hook used to attach wires or secure parts. You need galvanized wire. This one is to fix or tie the wire mesh to the wooden frame. We need hinges and latch. This is for the door to allow opening and closing. Also need screws to fasten wood pieces, mesh hinges, and other parts together. So here we have a ramp. This one is to help birds move in and out of the house easily. You need wood preservative. Kazi yake ni to protect wood from rot, moisture, and insects. What about tools? You need tools like handsaw for cutting timber. You need hammer for driving nails. We need measuring tape for measuring and making accurate lines. We need a drill. This is for drilling holes and driving screws for faster and easier work. We also need spirit level to check and ensure frames and structures are level and straight. We need pliers for gripping, bending wires, and holding small parts. What about equipment and safety gears? We need the following things: safety goggles to protect your eyes, gloves for your hands, dust mask, and also we need work boots. We continue. Other items, we need things like maybe pencil for marking, need square, tri-square for checking right angles, also step ladder for reaching higher areas safely during construction. Those are the materials. So go to the procedure. Procedure for constructing the poultry fold, it is 8 marks. So procedure for constructing the poultry fold, tunapata marks nane. So this is the procedure. Unaanza na, you build the base. So this is the base. You ensure it is a square or a rectangle and it is at right angles. Number 2, you build the side frames. Hizi za kando, unajenga kando kwanza, the side frames. And then 3, you attach the side frames. So unatach kwa the base. And then the next step is you build the front and the back, huku ni mbele na nyuma unajenga. Then you apply, you add the plywood nest box. So sasa hapo tumeapply the plywood. This is where the birds will be sleeping. And then continue. Here we have install the ramp. So hii ni allow the birds to easily move in and out. Then you cover the sides with the wire mesh. So you cover the sides with the wire mesh. And then you can attach the door. So attach the door, use the hinges to secure the door. Then here we have check and secure all joints, ensure that the joints are tightened, and then add the corrugated roof. So unaongeza mabati. And then after that, we have apply wood preservative. So we apply wood preservative on all timber parts to protect against rot moisture, and insect. Then finally, final check is to make sure the door opens smoothly, the ramp is secure, and everything is strong and safe for the birds. So that is the procedure, and you are given 8 marks. We're going to look at group presentation of construction plan. So here we're going to present, this is group work on how we're going to construct the plan. Utatuambia we're going to construct that poultry fold. So construction plan, mtafanyaje. So here we have present to the group how you have planned to construct the poultry fold. Utawambia. Then, so for you to score these 5 marks, we follow the following things. 1, clear explanation of the construction steps. 2, well-organized and logical sequence of ideas. So ideas will be logically organized. So useme start with making the roof, na hujatengeneza even the base. So the logical order of ideas. Then active participation by all group members, 1 mark. And then ability to answer questions and justify decisions. Ukiulizwa swali, make sure you're able to answer. So this is group presentation. These are free 5 marks. Then here we have group discussion and refinement of plan. From a present now we can discuss how to come up with materials so that we can make up the poultry fold. So here we have in a group, discuss the presentation made. So discuss the presentation, agree on how to get materials, tools and equipment. Mpangane, uitaleta nyundo, mwingine handsaw and etc, maybe mwingine msumari. And then write a refined procedure for constructing the poultry fold. So you can write the procedure after getting the feedback during the presentation. So we go to how to score all the marks in group discussion is 1, active participation in discussion, make sure una participate. 2, respect for others' opinion and teamwork, get a mark. Identification of sources of materials and tools, utatoa wapi hizo materials, identify the source. Improvement of the construction procedure based on feedback, then production of a refined group plan. So hiyo tumemaliza hiyo, we go now to construction of the poultry fold. Now this is the actual construction of the poultry fold. It is 8 marks. So nimekuonyesha steps, so sitarudia tena. I'm going to show you itamakiwa aje. So in constructing, these are the most important things. So 1 is a correct selection and use of tools or equipment, napata max moja. Observing safety measures and proper handling of materials, and then accurate measurement and layout, and then correct assembly of framework, wire mesh and roof, 1 mark. Strong and stable structure, 1 mark. Here we have secure against predators and poultry escape. So ensure that the wire mesh is strong so that you can secure the birds against predators and also itatoroka. Then proper ventilation and protection from weather, another 1 mark. Then clean work area and proper storage of tools, materials after construction. So tumemaliza, make sure the tools are returned back and stored well, another 1 mark. So tumemaliza part ya agriculture. Now tunaingia the second part, home science. So home science, very simple. We're going to make a scarf. So inasema, search for information from print or digital tools and make notes on part A. Factors to consider when choosing a knitting yarn, 4 marks. Part B, procedure to follow when knitting a scarf, 1 mark. C, tools and materials required when knitting, 1 mark. Tuanze na factors to consider when choosing a knitting yarn. Things like color. So choose a color that your sister will love. Remember, tunataka to gift our sisters, and therefore color is important. Anapenda color gani? You can select the color. Type of yarn. Is it wool? Is it cotton? Is it blend? Is it chagua? The type of yarn we're going to use. And then here we have thickness of the yarn. Is it thick? Is it very fine? Is it very thick? So utachagua according to your preference. So that is a factor. Then here we have quality of the yarn. Is it strong? And quality gani? So quality is another factor. And then here we have care requirements. So consider how the yarn should be washed and maintained. And then we have amount and cost. So ensure you have enough yarn and that fits your budget. So amount and cost is another factor. Even availability is another factor. So after looking at the factors, the tools and materials required for knitting, these are the tools. We need a knitting yarn, we need knitting needles, we need scissors, measuring tape, and what we call a yarn needle. So procedure for knitting the scarf. So procedure tunafanyaje? So procedure, gather all tools and materials. After gathering the tools, you cast on the required number of stitches. So after casting, next step is to knit the first row, knit the first row, and then continue knitting every row using the garter stitch. Step 5, measure the width to make sure it is 15 centimeter. Remember the scarf is to measure 15 centimeter by 70. So measure width in 15 and then continue until the scarf is 70 centimeters long. After that, cast off the stitches carefully and then weave in all loose ends neatly. Another step is, this is the finished scarf. You can trim any extra yarn. And then check the size and neatness of the scarf. Then finally, remember, you label and present your scarf. So you label, write your name here, the grade, maybe grade 9, the project, and the date. So label and present your scarf. And you're done with constructing and knitting the scarf. So making and presenting the scarf. So how do you, this is the actual now, tumeangalia procedure. Now how do you make and present the scarf? 14 marks. So hapa ndakupatia what we're going to look so that ujue what will be marked. So making and presenting the scarf, we're going to look at the following things. One is use of correct knitting stitches, in 1 mark. Consistency in stitch formation, make sure that the stitches are consistent. Ability to flow a uniform pattern, and then neatness and evenness of stitches. Another one is uniform tension of stitches throughout the scarf. Another one is smooth edges and proper finishing, that is casting on and off. The scarf is made to the required size. Remember, it is 7 centimeter long and 15 centimeters wide, and the shape lazima ikuwe ya scarf. And then the scarf presented is well labeled with personal details. And then scarf presented is clean and is appropriately displayed. So make sure hizi kati unatengeneza now, make sure all this unazingatia because going to be awarded 14 marks. Next one is about use materials economically and observe safety. So iko na marks mbili. So utatumia aje economically? One is measure yarn before cutting. So make sure you measure your yarn before cutting. Avoid wastage of yarn and then store unused yarn for future projects. So that is economical use. What about safety? Tutaangalia safety aje. Handle knitting needles carefully. Use scissors safely. Then keep the work area clean and organized. Then finally, store tools safely after use. So that we're going to make what we call electronic portfolio. Iko na 2 marks. So in this, itakuwa na nini? Cover page. Cover page iko na the name electronic portfolio, which is a knitting a scarf project. And then you need to have learner information. Iko na name, grade, admission number, and your school. Then the project aim, what is the purpose of the project? Then you need to have tools and materials procedure, photos of each knitting step. So insert the photos of each knitting step and videos in that portfolio. And finally, you show the finished product and reflection. So here you have the completed scarf photo and a short reflection. So this is just a sample of the electronic portfolio. So itakaa hivi, this is the cover page. So iko na knitting a scarf project, iko na name, grade, admission number, school and date. Here we have the tools and materials, umezilista hapo. The procedure, so make sure hizi procedure zote, you take some photos for the steps. You have the project aim, safety measures, the progress photos, then the finished product, then the reflection. Inasema, what did I learn from the project? What challenges did I encounter? How can I improve my objectives? So make sure you have the reflection. This is the electronic portfolio. And through that, we are done with our project. You score 60 out of 60. Thanks for learning with STEM Made Familiar. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share to your friends. Otherwise, I wish you all the best. Enjoy your project.